OCI functions in an OIC integration. The function we'll be using is a pre-built function that zips files in one object storage bucket and puts it in another. This demo assumes the following are all in place. Your server instance is in a Henosis-enabled tenancy, as that's required for the underlying security policies to work. And you have the dynamic group for the server instance created already that's been granted the right permissions to use functions. So as you can see here, we have this dynamic group created already. It has the permission to manage functions family in this compartment. So now we're going to set up the integration. So I already have a REST trigger set up. And this, I just specified the parameters we want to provide to our function. So we have the documentation for the object storage pre-built function for file zip. And we can see here, you scroll down, what our example JSON input will look like. So I have all of these as parameters we can provide. And here's the example output, which I just copied. And I put it in as our response. So now we're going to actually configure the function. So do note that functions and applications are region specific, so ensure that you have the right region selected. So we can see here that we already have a function created in region US West Phoenix under this application knowledge transfer demo. And in the compartment OIC, OCI native actions testing. So let's navigate to our function. And now that we have the function selected, we just have to provide a sample input and output. This was created using the pre-built functions page, and it's the object storage file zip function. Referring to their documentation, just copy their sample input. And their sample output. Now we'll need to map our response and request function. And now we'll need to map our response. I'll need to remap all of these as I had this previously configured. Now let's save and activate our integration. Okay. Now that we have our function active, let's take a look at the action we're trying to do. So I have this bucket in place, demo objects to zip, with a couple of files that I want to zip. So I've already put in the correct information, the compartment ID, the source files I want to zip, region, source bucket, target bucket, and our override parameter. All right, cool. Now we invoked our function, we got a response back, and when we check our bucket, you can see that a new zip file was creating the other one that we specified.